Uphill, Christina Rossetti. Poem. Does the road wind uphill all the way? Yes, to the very end. Will the day's journey take the whole long day? From morn to night, my friend. But is there for the night a resting place? A roof for when the slow dark hours begin? May not the darkness hide it from my face? You cannot miss that inn. Shall I meet other wayfarers at night? Those who have gone before. Then must I knock, or call when just in sight? They will not keep you standing at that door. Shall I find comfort, travel sore and weak? Of labor you shall find the sum. Will there be beds for me and all who seek? Yea, beds for all who come. Summary. The poem is composed in a dialogue form where the poet asks a string of questions that are answered by an unknown entity. In the first stanza, the poet asks whether the road that they are walking on will lead all the way up the hill and also asks about the length of the journey. The unspecified guide that can either refer to God or Christ answers her by saying that the journey does go uphill and that it will take the whole day. The uphill journey signifies the trials and hardships that all humans have to go through during their lifetime. While the length of the journey from morning to night shows that suffering and trials only end when our life does. According to the poem, there is no life without suffering and trials. The poet then asks if they will have a place to rest in such a long journey. She is told that she will be giving a resting place for when she feels tired and that she will be able to see that resting in even in darkness. The resting place can either refer to the heaven or the salvation of the human soul. Like in many of her other poems, Rossetti talks about religious doubt and worries that she will lose her way in the dark. The darkness indicates towards her religious crisis and the man's obsession with materialism in general, because of which he loses his way to God. In the third stanza, the poet wonders whether she will be able to meet other travelers in that inn, and she is told that she will meet those who have traveled before her. When she worries about what she should do once she gets to the inn to get inside, the guide assures her that she will not be made to wait there. This stanza again talks about religious doubt when the poet worries that the gates of the inn heaven might not open for her. The guide calmly tells her that they will. In the last and fourth stanza, the poet worries whether she will feel comforted and relaxed once she gets to the inn, and the guide tells her that she will receive the comfort worthy of all her hard work and that the inn has a resting place for all those who seek comfort, regardless of the number. This indicates that each soul gets a resting place heaven after the trials they go through in life. The comfort they receive in heaven is decided by the hard work each human does in his/her life. For the people who live their life in moral and dignified way, the heaven always gives comfort and rest for them and never makes them wait. Analysis. The poem is written in a dialogue question-answer form, which is very commonplace for devotional poetry. Through the questions, the poet ponders over her own religious crisis and gives the answers that she thinks the God would have given to her. Like any human, the traveler or the poet is full of questions and impatient for the answers, while the guide is very calm and patiently answers all the questions posed by the poet. In this way, the poet juxtaposes two voices one after the other. The poem contains 4 stanzas and follows the rhyme scheme of above. The simple structure of the poem makes the heavy, religious topic of the poem much easier to understand for the readers. This is also why the poet deliberately uses very simple language and easy words. The poet uses a variety of poetic meters including trochaic meter, iambic pentameter and iambic tetrameter. Trochaic meter refers to the kind of poetic meter in which the first syllable in the line is followed by an unstressed syllable. For example, in the line, "Does the road wind uphill all the way?" The syllable, "does," is followed by an unstressed syllable which is the. On the other hand, an iambic tetrameter is composed of 3 syllable groups in which the unstressed syllable is followed by stressed syllable. For example, let us look at the line, "From morn to night, my friend." Here, the first syllable, "from," is not stressed but is followed by "morn," which is stressed. The poem is full of metaphors and symbols. In religious terms, the full day journey represents the cycle of life and death, and the uphill road indicates the suffering and hardships that all humans have to go throughout their life. The guide can be interpreted to be God or Christ, guiding the human soul towards the resting place. In the poem, the guide refers to the traveler as a friend, which is also how Christ addressed his disciples. In the Bible, the Lord and Christ are both referred to as guides of the human soul towards salvation. The resting place is often interpreted as heaven, where the human soul, tired from the trials of the earth, finds rest and comfort.